And yet we keep hanging out with the devil. So we took Christmas away from them. See, the messenger, you know, he beat up Christmas so bad. And then the minister, and then all of the ministers of the nation beat up Christmas in the black community so bad, people just didn't want to put a tree up anymore and started backing away, beat up that pig so bad that people started easing away from that. Well, as Christmas went down, Halloween started coming up. Now, Halloween is the outright celebration of Satan. So now Halloween has gone from a night where you go around and get candy and all. Now it's a whole season. And it's a multi-billion-dollar industry now. Now they took down the Christmas lights. Now they got Halloween lights. Orange lights blinking. Have you noticed the preoccupation with vampires? Most popular series is the Twilight series. You know, because you're dealing with a blood-sucking, non-human, melanin-challenged people. Semi-people. They don't have any color. Unless they can go into our women and extract a little color, which the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said they would do that at the end to try to stay here. The white man will trade sex for power. So he'll hang you for looking at his woman, and then 50 years later, he is throwing her, he's pushing her nude in our face from the Today Show all the way to Jay Leno. Is naked women, homosexuality. So our entertainers, when they get in that entertainment industry, they're stepping up into the core of that madness. We're not anti-Semitic, but the Jews dominate. They're the ones that wrote the book, How We Invented Hollywood. An empire of our own. How the Jews invented Hollywood. They wrote that book. And the man that wrote it got a literary prize for it. Louis B. Mayer, Sam Goldwyn, and so forth, they invented it, and the film industry has done more to destroy our progress than any other force. Because if we, coming out of slavery, had just simply been left alone, we had Rosewood, we had Tulsa, we had almost 100 settlements like that. We were producing. In fact, you had to come to us to get anything built because they didn't know how to do nothing. Carpentry. We dominated the catering business in New York City all the way into the early 1900s. And when they sat back and saw the profit in the catering business, the concept of making food for someone else. Because back in the agricultural society, nobody thought about that. Everybody grew their food, cooked their food, ate their food. When the sun went down, there had no lights, they went to bed. But when we gave them electric lights, because it was a black man that developed it, Edison got all the credit, but everything they have, there's some brother in the basement, some sister in the basement. Now this is just the truth. I mean, somebody was telling us there's so many black people at NASA. It'll blow your mind. And as the minister revealed, Savior's dead. Black man developed the cell phone. So if you don't want us here, then we'll take everything we gave you with us and you'll be in the caves. If we were to take away what we brought, we taught them how to eat with a fork and knife and spoon. They were just doing this. We gave them language, culture, everything that they have. Okay. Minister Rockman from Atlanta was sitting behind me at Savior's Day. And when the minister was teaching on Mickey D's, everything they make is fake. You know, they're basically chemicals and garbage, and they just make it taste like a potato, taste like chicken. That's why they're so wealthy. And Rockman yelled out, "How many cows do we think there are?" And I said, wow, that's deep. Because I never thought about that. I mean, Mickey D's is churning out burgers, mammy, all over the world, every day. I mean, you remember when they used to put up how many they had sold? And my husband said, well, you know, when they reached a certain number of billion, they didn't want you to know. I mean, according to the Quran, Allah said the cow is a gift. That means it has value. That means that cows are not like roaches, where they just keep coming. So I mean, if they're pushing out Whoppers and Big Macs like that, they can't be coming from no real cow. You see? So this is the reality that we're living in.